Hi, everybody. This is Advocate Lucinda. I want to talk about the separation notice and pretext evidence. Most employees, when they are terminated, do not request a separation notice from their employer. Most employees don't even know to ask. You want a separation notice if for no other reason than to know why you were terminated. But think about this. There's a more important reason for getting a separation notice. It locks the employer in. What am I saying? The employer articulates a certain reason for terminating the employee. They're locked in. Let's say they come back later on and try to change their story. And let's say the employee sues. Oh, we got a problem. Possibly a pretext. So let's talk about it. I want to show you how pretext works in this context. But before we do that, let's go over what pretext is. Pretext is when an employer articulates a reason for taking the adverse action against the employee. Termination, for example. But the real reason for the termination is based on some discriminatory animus that the employer has against the employee. So the individual suing must establish a prima facie case for pretext. And the elements are: one, that the employer's articulated reason for the adverse action has no basis in fact. Two, that the articulated reason did not actually motivate the employer to take the adverse action, or it was insufficient to warrant the adverse employment action. So let's demonstrate. Here we have Fred Hurryup. Fred is an executive at Wannabe Inc. He is over penny pressure. Fred contends that Penny has been late in submitting her report. She submitted it late twice, he contends. So he terminates her. But Penny hears through the grapevine that at least 3 male employees submitted their reports late all the time. So Penny sues, and she verifies this claim. She conducts discovery, and she propounds interrogatories. And there it is. There is an admission of some kind that Fred allowed these 3 males to submit their reports late consistently without any repercussion. Now, mind you, Penny and these 3 male employees are similarly situated, and their jobs are basically the same. So Penny sues. This is a classic case of pretext, because what Penny can now argue is that the real reason for terminating me wasn't because I filed my report late twice. Why? Because he allowed 3 males to submit theirs late. And not only does she discover that, but she discovers that Fred Hurryup has made statements about females, contrasting them with males, and always putting females down. Strong evidence of pretext. The articulated reason cannot be proven with certainty. In fact, it infers that Fred Hurry Up is covering up the real reason for terminating Penny Pressure. It is because she is female and not because she submitted her reports late. That's what it looks like. And that's why every employee should demand the separation notice. If you have been terminated, ask your employer for a separation notice or termination letter. Some states are required by law to provide this notice or letter. Ask your employer. Until next time, I'm Advocate Lucinda, your empowerment lawyer.